high. Now, wherever you go, whoever you bump into, it seems like one constant complaint is on everyone's lips. Anxiety, anxiety, anxiety. It has become a public health crisis, I swear, and just like a lifestyle for a lot of us. Keeping ourselves way too busy, trying to achieve the optimal productivity possible, having 20 plus tabs open on Google Chrome. Trust me, I am way too guilty of that. Going through multiple social media accounts, maintaining multiple social media accounts, having too many things to do, and just feeling really, really anxious on autopilot a lot of the time has kind of become the norm for a lot of us. Or maybe you just pick up the newspaper and then you drop it with a yell because you're like, what the frickin' crap has become of our world, and climate change and doom for our future generations are just around the corner. Or maybe you just watched the latest season of You and now you're in mortal fear over the fact that humans are just inherently untrustworthy and there is so much that is out of your control. So yeah, controlling anxiety can be quite a challenging process. And don't worry, in this video I'm not just telling you to go and meditate. We have heard that one way too many times before. But I think it's really important for us to realize that living in perpetual states of anxiety and stress are not how we're actually supposed to live. As our ancestors dwelled in jungles of yore, they didn't have to worry about a lot of notifications or missed deadlines, or if somebody is mad at them. They used to feel scared about lions and mammoths and other scary animals who could rip apart their flesh for food at any moment. They used to be anxious for their lives, and those very associations are built into our physiological system. To feel anxious about whether somebody is going to respond to your text or not, or if they're just going to ghost you, is in a way to your body equivalent to you dying in a jungle. Once the danger was away, the anxiety would just naturally dissipate, which is what it is meant to do. Contrary to what you might be thinking about anxiety, its sole purpose is not to torment the living daylights out of you. It just wants to make sure that you're safe by hacking your nervous system. It's like the virus protection software in your laptop. It's just there to tell you, hey, there could be a virus, do something about it. It's just like an overprotective parent, to say the least. Oh, please don't go into the garden without wearing a jacket if you want to water the plants, or else you might get frostbite. I mean, it's 40 degrees Celsius outside, Mom. Just like overprotective parents can be a bit unreasonable, overprotective anxiety can also tend to be a bit unreasonable. But hey, it's just trying to look out for you. It truly wants you to survive. For me, anxiety has always been a problem, but it's kind of high functioning in the sense that I found a lot of ways to cope around it. And these are things which I don't even notice. So although on the outside I might look like, oh, I'm so fine and relaxed, on the inside I might be like, I actually had the profound realization that a lot of my anxiety was about me feeling like I'm not measuring up to a certain standard and like I'm not good enough, and I realized that that's a major cause. Because what is anxiety if not a voice inside your head which is just telling you to do better and you can do better and please do better, and a voice that just makes you overcompensate for your existence a lot. And yeah, it turns out I do that. In projects I'm taking on, I sometimes just go overboard because I feel like I'm not good enough. A huge battle I had with anxiety was during my 12th standard, when I felt like, oh, I had all this pressure to score really well and I had so much anxiety about not being good enough and all that. I think it's also interesting to note that worry is the SI unit of anxiety. Anxiety is nothing else but a huge block of thoughts where you're worrying about something or the other. And I think the wonderful aspect of perceiving anxiety this way is that you're breaking it down and making it seem more manageable, so that it's not this huge looming monster which is so overwhelming and you don't know what to do with it. Now you don't have to deal with anxiety as a whole, but with anxiety as a chunk of thoughts. And hey, one single thought isn't that big a deal. It goes away in a second, actually, like, oof, But yeah, I think dealing with the thoughts that bring about anxiety and substituting catastrophic thoughts with gentler thoughts that can bring about a more wholesome, resolved perspective can be a really helpful exercise in managing anxiety. I had another epiphany which I wanted to share in this video. I noticed that anxiety is almost always a projection in the future. What if I never find a job? What if I get sick and die? What if I never find love and forever have to end up alone? So I actually realized wonderfully the magnificent impact of turning this thinking around. Because like it or not, positive thinking is not solving your anxiety problem. You need more than just a positive thought. You need more emotion to go along with it. So the magic formula which worked for me on a very physical level as well as mental is, well, let me break it down for you. Check in on my body, take a deep breath to anchor more relaxation into my body, and then the magical element is to really become aware and to really realize how safe I am in the present moment. Turns out mindfulness really does work in this case, and it had a very, very impactful effect on me because I realized that I was spending so much time thinking about this that could happen, or that could happen, or this thing that could happen in the future, that I wasn't actually noticing how well I am doing right now. And it's a very logical thing that, like, hey, right now I'm kind of fine. They've kind of got everything. I'm breathing, I'm safe, I'm alive, I'm doing something. And, I think that's just that just has a really magical effect on my anxiety, to say the least. And this technique, this formula actually goes beyond just mindfulness. This is you convincing yourself that, hey, right now you are safe. Like right this moment, like right now you're actually safe. Like right now I'm in college and I have my family and I have my friends, and you can begin to count all these things that are actually working in your favor. The first time I began to do that, and now that I've been doing it pretty repeatedly, like, hey, I've really begun to see some changes come over me. It's just like continuously focusing on, oh, right now I'm actually good, I'm actually safe, I actually have these things which are working in my favor, and so I don't have a reason to be anxious because right now shit is going well. And a lot of these epiphanies are also because of Thais Gibson's work, who posts a lot of videos on her YouTube channel. If you want to check out her breathtaking, mind-boggling, life-changing work, I will link to her channel in the description box below. And thanks a lot for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.